Damien, at the Aviva Stadium, it all feels quite real now this week.
Yeah, it does. You shouldn't have got me last year, Darren. Did you ever get tired of talking? We're obviously an hour and a half into interviews here. But yeah, it absolutely does feel real. I hope it does for the players as well. We brought them here yesterday just to familiarise with everything. Dressing room, pitch, surroundings. So yeah, it's gradually, I guess, going to build up and hot up during the week. But we'll be ready, we'll be prepared.
How important was it to get them here and just bring them around? I'm sure some of them may not even have been here and had that kind of moment to reflect.
I think it was important. Definitely, for sure, I'd say a few of them haven't been here before. I didn't want to ask them because I'd probably be disgusted when one of them say they hadn't been to the national stadium. And definitely be the first for a few of them not wearing a suit, i.e. Shane Farrell. He told me last week, but each to their own. So definitely it was important. I didn't want it to be Sunday. Seeing here, seeing the dressing room, seeing the tunnel, seeing everything for the first time, it was very important, and it was part of our preparation for the game.
A year ago you were very honest when you took the job, and you'd said that you needed to really reflect on it, and it wasn't something you jumped at because it was so far out of your comfort zone. Has there been a moment over the last year where you just said to yourself, yeah, I'm delighted I did this, I've proved myself right here?
Probably even the first game of the season, Darren. Got beat 3-0 at home, but then I was like, yeah, I'm glad I done this. Face me fears, which probably a lot of people don't. And then continuously throughout the season, we've had some ups, we've had some downs. But the one thing I'd say is the team is there for everyone to see. They've consistently grown, they've a clear identity. People look at us, you know how we play, with the ball, without the ball. So am I glad I done it? I guess so.
You described it as the pinnacle, getting here after the Waterford game. A couple of people were surprised by that. What did you mean? Why is it the pinnacle for you? I'm probably, they were surprised thinking you've only won 4 games. What are you getting carried away about? That wasn't the meaning of it. It was the whole process, the journey, being scared to take the job, fear of failure, not backing myself so far out of my comfort zone. I wasn't put here to be a manager, I was put here to be a player. So being here in the touchline is totally surreal. So that's why it's the biggest, the #1 moment. Before even the result happens on Sunday at 5 o'clock, if it goes extra time, penalties, whatever. Absolutely, walking the team out here, absolutely proudest moment of my life, outside of family. Does nerves still get to you, even though you've been here, you've played on big stages, you've been involved in massive tournaments? Do the nerves still get at you at the day of a match? Yeah,
that's probably why I got back into it. The nerves, the 24/7 focus is what you miss. That's what I missed when I retired. Focus. Not actually the playing of it or the training or anything like that. Just the focus, that's the way I am. So nerves, I think nerves are good. Yeah, they can go too far, but just the right amount, perfect. So do I get nervous? Yeah.
All the special memories you have here as a player, is there any that particular stand out, or any that will help you trying to navigate, I suppose, the gravity of Sunday?
Not really, it's just how you prepare, really. And that's just how you address and speak to the young boys. Let's be honest, we're a young squad, a young team, and it's about taking the emotion out of the game and making them nice and calm, because games, situations, cup finals can be daunting, can overawe people. So that's all I've tried to really do with the guys, just kind of coach that mental side rather than the bit in the pitch.
How much has it been a bit of a family affair for you? I know you had your son and your daughter down in Wexford. I know they're involved on the pitch on Sunday as mascots. How much has it meant to have shared it with them?
Yeah, listen, they've really bought into it. They bounce around the house and down where we live in Wicklow in the Shells gear. I think Woody's a bit psychic at times. When we the 4-4 draw against Pats, I was walking out the front door. He gives me the heebie-jeebies at times. He told me Pats are going to score 4 against you tonight. I was like, oh God. Well, they did. But
has he called that a few times this season?
He does. I try to kind of stay clear of him now as I'm walking out the door. But no, listen. He said we beat Waterford. He's made a call on what he thinks will happen
this Sunday as well. I won't tell you what it is. So yeah, listen, it's great that they've really bought into it. Woody's a mascot on Sunday as well, so it'll be emotional just seeing him walk out. It was like, woof, wow.
After we get done here now, you can fully focus on the football, which I know you've been doing anyway, but you probably know everything there is to know about Derry and vice versa, but what kind of game do you expect from them? Probably not anything surprising, I'd imagine.
I know, listen, that's why you coach, that's the beauty of the game. They might come up with a formation, probably not, but hey, they might. Try new things, new patterns, that's why we're here. Coaches and managers. But yeah, listen, we've played them 4 times, I've watched them inside out for the last couple of weeks along with the staff. Trying to get as much detail as we can about them to prepare team meetings throughout the week for the lads. So yeah, I'll just go back to the laptop now when this is finished and head down, and I'll see you again on Sunday at 3 o'clock. Something similar to that really, nothing very exciting between now and then.
How do you manage big match weeks? Because I think for a lot of the players it'll be the first time they've had as much noise. Is there any kind of wisdom you can impart from your own experience, Joey's experience, Davy Mack's experience, Skinner's experience, the whole staff, and trying to help them just keep this as normal as possible?
Yeah, well, the training week will be as normal as possible. Like I said, we've just tried to maybe coach the mind as much as the tactical side already, and just making a calm week, as simple as that, because to build it up and emotion all week run into the game, you can easily end up flat on Sunday. So it's trying to make it as normal as possible. But listen, let's call a spade here. It's the biggest game in the Irish calendar year, but we have to treat it like a normal match.
When you were here, obviously a little over a year ago, watching the Cup final, that was probably a pivotal moment in your own kind of journey, because probably when you started to think about the Cup. Does that moment stick out with you, yourself and Quinner at the Aviva last year?
Yeah, I remember right up there. They weren't free tickets, I bought them. I snuck a pint of Guinness outside. Me and Quinner, I don't think you're allowed, but we had a pint sitting down. Had to kind of drink it behind my jacket. And then yeah, the national anthem started. I had a tear in my eye. I turned away from Quinner, didn't want him to see. But yeah, that's where I was thinking, why can't this be us? And strange as it seems, now we're here again on Sunday and I'm down on the touchline.
Behind us is where the Shells fans will be, the singing section. I know you've talked about not doing a video for this game, 4 games, 3 videos, but I suppose the sensory overload of the fans, the national anthem, everything. How do you try to manage the emotions of it?
By not showing a video, maybe. My videos can be draining, but listen, you can't. The minute they step in the tunnel, the emotion's going to be there. You can't, so it's just how you deal with it then, let's be honest, out in the pitch. So we can tell them all week what you're going to be hit with, the emotion, the pride, etc, seeing your family here, your national stadium. But it's over to them then, the guys, and how they deal with it. And to be fair, I don't think not a lot rattles them. They're not fazed by anyone. They'll show Derry just enough respect, but you can show teams too much. Our guys won't. They believe that they can beat absolutely anyone. And I think that's the beauty of them.
There have been some memorable performances on the pitch obviously this season, and some memorable displays in the stands. When you put 7,000-8,000 Shells fans in here on Sunday, it's going to be a pretty special place.
Amazing, I can't wait to see it. I've touched on the banners, the tifos, whatever you call them. Again, expecting something special on Sunday, can't wait to see it. But outside of that then, 3 o'clock, it's business end then. And we have absolute trust in the squad, the team, and utter belief. I spoke about it after the Waterford game, about changing that mindset. That was changed very, very quickly. And even the lead up to Pats, we weren't talking about Pats. It was all about Derry and how we beat them.
And you have a clean bill of health. You have no suspensions. Obviously you give Shane every chance. Any update on this Tuesday afternoon?
Shane still hasn't trained with the team. He had a scan last week after pulling up in training. The scan wasn't overly positive. So yeah, listen, we'll wait. You could say he's a living day icon, Shell's icon. I love the boys. Some incredible talent, along with a lot of the guys in the squad. But the fact that we're talking about Shane, he does things that I've never seen done before. And on a football pitch, he plays with such freedom. He just floats, literally floats. But he's a strange cat as well. He
hardly speaks to me in person, won't get involved in dialogue, but I start texting him and he'll text me all night like he's my best mate. Even the way he prepares for games, he's just so aloof and so free. We want to go to a hotel and, you know, wear a suit and have an early night and eat well, whereas it's probably more suited to Shane to go around on his scooter around Finglas and go to Subway and go to the Chipper. Well, let's be honest, on Saturday and Sunday, he's going to have to try and be a good pro for 36 hours.
I think it'll suit him. Keep the stinger bars out of reach in the hotel, he should be alright.
Well, yeah, even in Waterford, again, this it's like a Shane Farrell podcast, but I think he found there was a vending machine in the hotel and in Waterford, and he was like hyper excited about that, looking for coins to go up and buy all his crap. That sums him up. He might be one of them that doesn't need focus, massage to eat well. He just needs stinger bars and chippers and hanging around the street corner in Finglas. That's maybe when he's at his best, but like I said, he's going to have to come and stay with us on Saturday and prepare right.
Enjoy the week, Damien, and all the best on Sunday.
Thanks, Darren.